We talked about cocaine and getting crunk and fighting and shit like that. And I guess they probably didn't see if there was something that was going to work on the radio, because, you know, a lot of labels like, you know, if it's not going to work on the radio, ain't no use in me getting behind it. And they never signed us. So me and Juicy put $4,500 together between the two of us and made our first album and just put the shit out ourselves. And that $4,500 ended up turning into over $45 million.
Yeah, man.
It's like
crazy.
the South, like Bushwick was saying, you know, the South, we had to have our own record labels because New York wasn't hearing that. I'll never forget. At my mama's house was our studio. At my mama's house, and somebody from New York called on our answer machine. We had an answer machine if you wanted to book concerts. Back in the day when you had to answer an actual answer machine. And this dude answered the phone. He had a super New York accent. He like, yo, shit's whack. DJ Paul's a faggot. Juicy J's a homo. Yo, y'all shit's whack, son. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn. That's when you know you was winning. Wow.
That's when I knew I was winning. And next thing I know, New York music started sounding like our music. I was like, yes!
Yeah, man. You know, the influence, man.
Hey, when y'all going to do the 3 6
Geto
Mafia movie, man?
I know, right?
Y'all need to.
Oh, man, that's
I want to see the 3 6 Mafia movie, man, because I know
I want to see the Bushwick Bill and Geto Boys movie, too, shit.
Man, we need a movie from all of us. I would love a Geto Boys movie, man. Come on.
God damn,
man. Man, you gotta,
three
you gotta
movies.
look at it, man.
3 movies.
My whole career, man. I mean, if you look at with the Geto Boys, I mean, Mr. Scarface, Mr. Serv-On. Before I die, I never seen a man cry before he died. You know, it's like, you know, everything. The Geto Boys meant so much. I know, you know, Bushwick, you hear it a lot, but the meaning from the South, being in New Orleans, and it was NWA and it was the Geto Boys, but more the Geto Boys because that language, that style, Texas right there.
But
it was like
nothing. It was nothing harder than the Geto Boys. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
This was constant, man. Like
wow,
sitting there listening to.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, just sitting there is 100 degrees in New Orleans. You sitting outside, man, but you sitting there, you listening to the Geto Boys. It's like every angle you got, everything you got going. It's like you listening to Bill tell this story. You know what I'm saying? You're listening to stuff that you know you was going through. Then y'all videos, and another thing too, the videos that y'all did. Y'all didn't have a bunch of flashy shit on. How we was dressing, y'all was dressing. And it was almost like I can afford to be a rapper because, look, they wearing regular jeans and a shirt and a hat. You know what I'm saying?
I got to touch on that one, Serv-On, because I've been telling these niggas this here lately. I was like, when you looked at the Geto Boys, and I gave Cash Money as an example just for the niggas that don't know that far back. But I was like, when you looked at Cash Money, say for instance, you know, one of their biggest songs, Bling Bling. I was like, them niggas wasn't wearing Versace shirts. Them niggas were wearing white T-shirts and Carhartt jeans from fucking Walmart with just a Rolex watch on and a little chain talking about bling bling. I was like, them niggas was dressing in Walmart because I used to tell niggas, I was like, you know, when you go back to the hood, you got to look like the hood. Like, you seem like a dickhead or a nigga that's on some bullshit. If you go back to the hood, looking better than the hood. You got to look like the hood when you go back.
Tell them again. You can't do that.
Because
you got to look like them niggas when you go back there.
But you know, the South wasn't flashy.
You gotta dress the way you always dress. You can't be staking in front of empty
flashy,
places,
man. Even down to the biggest drug dealer in the South, we wasn't flat. You know, they wasn't flashy. Where you might have a dude making a lot of money, and he got on a white tee or some khakis and a khaki shirt, some clean tennis, and then maybe Easter Sunday he throw on his Rolex and ride in his Benz. You know, because the guys in the South stayed off the radar. So you saw that, you know, and if you was a rapper coming up and you saw the dudes in the hood making that type, and like I said, I see a Geto Boys video, And if you thinking I'm watching a New York video, say Puffy or somebody Nas, and they got tigers in the cage and fur coats on, but then I'm like, man, I'm not living like that. I'm not going to even reach that. I'm not going to even lie about it. But then you look at a Ghetto Boys video, and they got khakis on. They got jeans. They got, a regular hat on. They got, you know what I'm saying? Bushwick got a African Saint bees on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can make it. They made it, and they looking like that. Not saying the bad way, they looking like me.
Streets and shit.
Yeah, they looking like me, so I know I can make it.